Welcome. I hope everyone is having a marvelous hump day. And we are going to get started. I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we come to you each and every day, 10, 11, and 3, to show you Luminess. And that's skincare, that's color cosmetics, and that's, of course, airbrushing. Airbrushing is what we're known for. We've been around 20 plus years. And so now that we have a full color cosmetic line, it's endless possibilities what you can reach out and be a Luminess person with our skincare, with our color cosmetics, or with our airbrush, or all three. So we're excited to do these live chats and hang out with you guys and know and teach you everything I know about Luminess and how to put it on, to different product demos, to new products, to our brushes, anything and everything we're going to talk about. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you. And so this one, we are normally 10 o'clock, we do skincare, but I'm going to talk about cleaning your stylus. That's one thing that people always want to know more about. And so we are going to talk about that today. Now, I can't break it apart like I normally do, like a full breakout, because I had nails put on. They're too long and I won't be able to do it. But I'm going to get you there as close as possible. I'm going to turn to Facebook and today's not hump day. Today's Tuesday. Oh, Lord. Why? I was trying to speed things up. Thank you, Dawn. I was just like pretending it's hump day. Hey, Casey. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Myra. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Dawn. This week we only are here till Wednesday, so that would have been a little bit different. So, all right, let's get started. So we are going to talk about the stylus. I have this one. This is the one that is with the icon. They're all the same. They might be yours might be a different color or something like that, but they are the same. Let me have another sip of coffee since I thought it was Wednesday. I'm sorry, Dawn. Dawn's like, you just made my week long. Thanks. All right. So we always talk about cleaning the stylus. Every single time you use it, you need to clean it. And all that entails is blowing water through here. So you would fill the cup up here with water and blow water through. And I mean, like, pull all the way back on the trigger. Now, you can also get the Tip Top Cleaner, which is an amazing product. I actually just got a bottle in the dollar store that's a travel bottle and got the cap on it. So I was like, woo, okay. So I have that. And so we're going to go through all that. So that's something you need to do every single time you use it. Not necessarily between colors, but after you apply all your airbrush makeup, then do that. Now, real world action, I'm airbrushing in my bathroom. I turn on the hot water. I finish up, put my stylus under the hot water, blow it out. And then that's all I do. Now, every other day or whenever I feel like it needs it, I'm going to do a little more in-depth cleaning. So let's go over Wild. Angela says, good morning, ladies. Oh, she used the Velvet Veil for the first time. Woo-hoo-hoo. Everyone loves that Velvet Veil. Velvet Veil, again, if you're not familiar with it, is a blur. So it is a primer that you put on before the makeup. A little goes a long way. You do not need to pile that on. In this case, less is still more. You don't need to pile it on. I know it does amazing stuff, but you don't need to be like, oh, I need more. So a little bit does go a long way. You can put it all over the face. You can put it just in certain spots where I have larger pores here under my eyes. I'll put it in there. So I really do it more spot. If you're oily, I don't like to say oily. If you're shiny, if you glisten, you can put it like T-zone or areas that you glisten because it will help you stay matte. And so that's a good thing as well. Everybody who uses it loves it. So if you're a Luminess beauty, That Velvet Veil is a no-brainer. Now, back up by saying it works best and is made for airbrush makeup. We talked about Velvet Veil a while back, and it doesn't allow a lot of movement with traditional makeup. So if you have a customer or if you are completely airbrushing, then Velvet Veil is going to be something you're going to want to use every single day. Now, that's with any traditional makeup. Powders are fine. I can contour, I can put on the Charming blush, I can do all of that if I use Velvet Veil, but I'm talking like traditional airbrush, or traditional concealers or foundations. Hello, Christina. Can you talk about the new mystery bag? I don't know what's in the mystery bag, so that would be hard. I can find out. Christine's like, Velvet Veil is the best. Uh-oh, she forgot. Danica! Hello, darling. Oui. That's all I know. How do you say it? How do you say hello in French? Why do I forget that? Why am I forgetting that? I know how to say it and I can't remember. I wanted to say hola, but that's not it. I know. All right, so back to the stylus. So now, hello, Renee. Here we have our stylus, and normally, yes, it is plugged up right to my hose, okay? Now, when I want to do a little more in-depth clean, I can fill this with water, or I can fill this with the Tip Top Cleaner. I'm going to stick a Q-tip in here and go bonjour. That's why did I not know that? I speak French because my daughter watches Fancy Nancy, and so we speak French. She always says bon appetit. It's so cute. All right, so I'm going to twirl that Q-tip all in there because you will have makeup that gets stuck in there. It's just part of the biz, okay? It's just going to get stuck. That doesn't mean it's clogging, but you might see some makeup around the bowl. So I'm just kind of wiping that. Now, I'm not using all my strength of putting that all in there. I'm just Oh, yay. Danica airbrushed so many clients Friday and Saturday that people are all the buzz about Luminess. I love it. We just need to come to Canada. All right. So now I'm just doing that. Okay. So like I'm just swirling around the bowl. You can empty it out, run more water through it. And you can do that as many times as you want to clean that up. Okay. Now use your listening ears. Okay. Hey, Stephanie. Now I'm going to clean the tip right here because makeup does get stuck where it comes out, okay? However, we will. However, before you stick a Q-tip in here, you want to pull back on this trigger because what this is doing is moving your needle back. If you look straight into the stylus, like if I look straight in here and pull this needle back, I can see that needle moving. You can see the needle in there. So before I stick anything in that tip, I'm going to pull all the way back on my trigger that it's not on and do this. Okay? That's going to clean that tip without bending the needle. The needle is very delicate and we don't want to hurt the needle. So again, pull all the way back on the trigger. It's removing the needle. It's pulling the needle back. Then you can clean the tip and then release it, okay? Danica's in Canada. Danica's in Canada, eh? Hello, Dova. All right, now, another thing. Let's go into even more in-depth cleaning, all right? Let me back up by saying, if yours is, if you're having trouble, before breaking it apart, what I would do, one thing you can try, obviously, our Tip Top Cleaner. You can let it soak in warm water. Obviously, you could pull this off and just soak this bad boy in warm water. Sometimes that's enough to break whatever makeup is in there apart, okay? The other thing you can do is blow moisturizer primer through it. Sometimes that helps break it apart. If you think about it, I told you last week, I think it was, that you can airbrush the moisturizer primer on after, and that helps settle the makeup. So if you blow the moisturizer primer through the stylus, that sometimes can help release some of that makeup that might be clogging it, okay? Stephanie says, loving your nails today. Thank you, Stephanie. Well, that's why my nails are the reason I can't do a full clean on the stylus, because I'm like, I'm not used to them yet. So anyway, all right. So next step, this little guy, this little bad boy, and I did just put lotion on my hand, so we're going to see if this is going to work. I can take this tip off. Okay. Soak him in hot water. What I usually do is I get like a Tupperware container, fill it with hot water, and then I start dropping my product in there so it doesn't roll out and I lose it. Okay. Now, another thing, this needle is still in here, guys. Do not bend him. Can you see that needle? There's a needle right here still sticking out. So I'm going to remove him. So now I'm flipping him around, and now I'm taking off the tail. Oh, no, Danica's not a consultant. She would be, though, if we could be in Canada. All right, so I just took the tail off, and all I did was unscrew it. This is your needle. That's a bolt. And then this little guy, too, is a little bolt that you can also unscrew. So if I was taking them apart, that I would be unscrewing, okay? Now, I would have to say that breaking this bad boy apart, it would be the last thing you do. You can do all these cleaning steps. So make sure you're cleaning it after every use by blowing hot water through it, using the tip top cleaner, cleaning the bowl, and then you can do it up to this point where you take the tip off. I have the tail off, and now I'm going to take the needle out. So I'm unscrewing this little guy, and you can see how easy it is. Like, I'm only using 2 fingers. I'm not trying to show you how beautiful my nails are. And then I even put that guy in a hot water as well. I know we already have about, I would say, 4 people that would sign up immediately. Like, Canada would boom as soon as we can get in there. All right. So now I'm going to take the needle out. Now the needle goes through this trigger. So I'm going to hold the trigger down, and then I can remove the needle. If I turn this guy upside down, this trigger would fall out. And so I don't want to do that. So I'm just holding him down, and I'm going to set him down just for a second while I show you the needle. The needle is super delicate, guys. Okay? Super duper delicate. And it's super pointy. It's a needle. So the other thing you will want to clean is the needle. So you can take a towel or Kleenex or whatever, dip it in water, dip it in the tip top cleaner, and clean your needle. Okay? If your stylus ever sputters, sometimes the vibrations with the machine, even though it's not a lot, sometimes things will come unscrewed. So if that bolt that I just removed comes unscrewed a little bit and that needle backs up, it will sputter. So you can always tap that needle to make sure it's always all pushed all the way through, and make sure that bolt is on. The other thing you need to check is this guy right here. Just like I told you, we could unscrew him and take him out of the stylus. I want to make sure that he's screwed on. Not tight. Don't use your superhuman strength. Just make sure it stops. Okay? This one's on pretty good. So I'm just going to leave them. Okay. So you can take them apart, soak them in water, warm water. That's one way to do it. There is a way to unscrew this guy, take this guy off, all of that. There is a video that explains all of that. I would keep doing these steps, do everything you can to fix it, and then do this as the last step. All right? Everybody with me so far? All right, now I'm going to put them back together. So I'm holding my stylus. I can also make sure that, at this point, you can make sure everything's clean. Now I'm going to put the needle back in here. That light is super bright. Okay. The needle's in there, and now I'm just tapping him in. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. He's all the way in, and I can see a little bit of him popping out right there. So I know he's in. And now I'm putting the bolt back on. There's only one way it'll go on, so don't worry about that. Okay, it stopped. I'm not, again, using superhuman strength to close them up. Now I know that my needle's in place. I know my trigger is secure. I can look down that bolt and see the needle. I can even see the needle poking out a little bit right there. I'm going to put my tip back on. Again, only one way to do it. Again, not using superhuman strength. I just secured him, and now I can put my tail back on. Okay, there you go. Yay, Carrie, thank you. Danica, I know your team is ready, girl. Oh, yay, 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 yay. Everybody's paying close attention. Oh, Danica boils her stylus for 10 minutes every now and then. Yeah, clean it. The stylus becomes brand new. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Breaking it apart, I think because there's so many little pieces, I don't want you to stress out about that. But if you keep doing these steps, chances are you wouldn't have to take everything apart. But taking that going to the point where I told you, like going to take the needle out and cleaning the tip and cleaning the bowl should be okay. Cleaning it with hot water. Danica boils hers. Another thing, and I know that sounds silly, but take them off the hose. Put this guy in your dishwasher where you keep the forks and the utensils. Put him and run him through a cycle in that. That sometimes can help jar anything. If you have a jewelry cleaner that does the little vibrations to shake it up, that's another way of doing it. So a lot of times when I first started long ago, I would actually keep a coffee mug, and when I was airbrushing, I would put hot water in it, and then I would leave it in there just to keep it in the water. Our makeup is water and mineral base, so of course water's going to help break that up. It'll soothe it out. So that's why sometimes soaking it will help you. It'll help dissipate that makeup that's in there. Of course, it matters on the products in there. So probably I would say the chances are it's more foundation than, our luminizers have a higher, it's a different kind of pigment. And so if you use the luminizers a lot, then you might want to soak it more than the average person. So those are things that you need to think about as well. So I would definitely try running hot water through it, doing the tip-top cleaner, making sure that needle is clean. Those are big things, making sure the tip is clean. Okay. But again, I can't say this enough. You do not want to bend the needle. If you bend that needle, then that's a whole other issue. Now, are you like, oh, can't airbrush anymore? No, we sell needles, so that's okay. I mean, it's not going to be the end of days. If you bend your needle, you can just order another one, just a needle. So if you do stick anything in here, guys, you have to pull all the way back on the trigger to pull that needle back and then stick the Q-tip in there to clean. And I'm just like, you can tell I'm not using a lot of strength. I'm just getting it done. All right. So yeah, another thing, Musette, if Musette was here, she would also say tequila and vodka. Yep. Musette says tequila, vodka works, alcohol, vinegar, all those. Yes, mama juice. Clean your stylus and have a little sip. So yeah, those are things that, I mean, I'm sure that everybody, they're like, oh, let's try this. So yeah, there are a lot of things that you can use. The vinegar, I wouldn't have much of it. I just don't want to smell like a pickle. So I think soaking it and then trying to clean it, you know, either with, I haven't used vodka, I haven't used tequila, but everybody says that it works. So there you go. Let's see. Luminizers. Yes, the luminizers are, oh, you mix the luminizers, Danica, you mix the luminizers with some water. So again, guys, remember that our products are water and mineral based. So if the luminizers seem to clog, or the one thing I always tell you guys is make sure you shake them up. It might not be something that you use every single day, but you want to make sure that you shake them up where you can hear the BB in here. Like I can't hear the BB in this one. And so now I can, but since I couldn't hear it, I do want to make sure that I shake them up a lot so I can make sure that those pigments are 100% mixed. And so I'm not getting clumps. I want to make sure that it is mixed all together. Let's see. Yeah, only 1 or 2 drops. So yeah, just even, I mean, like our foundations, if you mix, you can mix a drop of water with that as well. You know, you can always try it. Try it and see if it works. Remember, there are no rules. If it works and you get the result that you like, then bam, done, right? So there you go. Really don't know to try and do it. Oh, what we're talking about with the stylist? They don't know what we're talking about? Well, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dee Dee. All right, guys, we're going to be back. There you go. There, we just cleaned our stylus. And we'll be back. Let me know if there's something. We are going today. Who was, oh, see, I already forgot who it was, but I didn't forget what they said. They mixed our Lion King palette, eyeshadow palette with the optics. So we're going to do that today. I did it on my hand yesterday and it was beautiful. So we're going to have some fun mixing those products together. And so we'll kind of play both of them. I still use the sculpting palette because I really like that one. And I'm going to try to put some lips on today because I really want to wear that red. I love that red. So there you go. We're going to have some fun. Thank you, Carrie. You have a great day as well. Turn on the compressor and let the air run through it to dry it. Yeah. Yeah, anytime I use, like if you use vinegar or tequila or vodka or whatever, even the tip top cleaner, I always run water through it afterwards just to make sure. Because like if I pick up my size and start putting, I don't want vinegar to be on my face. So if I clean it with anything other than water, I still put water through it at the end to make sure. But just also remember that water, tip top cleaner, vodka, all that's going to have a different consistency than our makeup. And so just know that it will come out heavier than our makeup. It does come out easier. So I would do that just to be safe. And then I put it back in its holder and then it'll dry up. It'll dry by the time you use it again. So, all right, guys, I will see you back here at 11 and we will start our makeup, and do some kind of mix and match stuff. As far as not all Lion King, we'll do Lion King with our optics and have some fun. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.